Well, hey, what men want, what women want, you know what? I got a guess. You know who I'm talking about? The renowned, the awesome 6'10 Big L, none
What's
other than
happening?
Larry Thompson of the
Hey,
Salt and Pepper Gang. Hey, let's
what's
make
going
a
on?
tea toast on that.
Talk to me now. Talk
All
to
right,
me.
now
Let's
glad to
go.
have you on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some stuff we got to talk about because that's a
Juicy stuff.
hot topic. What men want, what women want. So, right now, hello world. This is Dr. Pam Powell of Pam Powell International Ministries. And I want to welcome you right now to the Pam Powell Global broadcast on Life Vision Television. And you know, I'm known as the Hope Doctor. So,
Come
my
on now.
job is to inject you with a dose of hope by any means necessary.
Come
So
on now.
I inspire, empower, and I motivate. So please start sharing this right now. This is going to be an awesome show. And remember to tune in each week to Life Vision Television so you could see what's really going on. Also, support my ministry. All you have to do is go to www.pampowell.org, make a donation of any amount to continue our broadcast to reach the world. Also, you can cash app $Pam P Factor, $Pam P Factor. We also help the homeless through Eugene's missions. Again, www.pampowell.org. But I tell you what, we got some incredible sponsors. I must acknowledge them because without them, I would be here. Attorney Grant Francis of Osborne and Francis. He's a real tough lawyer for real tough cases. Give him a call at 407-655-3333. He handles civil rights, personal injury, all that good stuff. We also got GLG Hub, a business studio at the awesome West Oak Mall. They fully equipped podcast, photo shoots, business meeting events. I love it there. Call her, Miss Foster, 257-7193. Tell her Dr. Pam Powell sent you. They're getting ready to have game night, and they are going to have a big event February 15th, America Got Talent. Also, my pastor, Terrence Renard Gray of St. Mark AME. Thank you for his sponsorship. None other than Mr. Paul Jones, my great partner. And last but not least, Dr. Shelley Glover. Ladies, get your mammogram. Call Dr. Shelley Glover, 352-243-6686. She sponsors fibroids, weight loss, ladies, menopause, all that good stuff. Give her a call. Tell her I sent you. Well, I'm honored to have. All right, now give them a hello. Give them a shout. 610.
What's
Big
going on?
L. I mean, you're looking good. You're looking debonair. As they would say, you're looking real fine there, sir. And
Mm-hmm.
that's none other than Larry Thompson of the Salt and Pepper Gang. And let me tell y'all about him. He's renowned, but he played professional basketball overseas for 7 years. He's a
Mm-hmm.
Texas A and M alumni, community leader, a coach, a mentor. He's been doing that globally. He received the President of the United States Lifetime
Absolutely.
Achievement Award. He's an event host, and right now he's inspiring and empowering youth all over the land. Welcome to the Pam Powell Show. Big Al.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, we doing real good. We get to hear from you. Now let's
Come
talk
on.
about this. This
Come on.
show is about what men want and what women want. Now the
Mm-hmm.
reason I'm having this show because I'm seeing the numbers and the stats. Over 50% of marriages are ending in divorce. Relationships, dating long term, 60% are ending now in breakup. What is the problem, Big L?
Well, you know what? We're going into this new era of if I'm not happy, I'm rolling. You remember back in the day, we used to fight for this thing for 50 and 60 and 70. Now you can go a year and they be like, you know what? I don't want to argue with you anymore. I'm out. So it gets to a point now where the respect level is different. The women don't respect the men. The loyalty is not the same. People forgot how to date. All the things that kept us going and kept the marriage fun and everything that prayer. When was the last time like, we as men or women prayed over our significant other? We don't even do
Wow.
that anymore. So it got to a point now we actually forgot the roots of how we came up. So man, at the end of the day, golly, start back from scratch. Sometimes you just got to start over completely and say, you know what, we gonna do this thing right because I'm not going nowhere. Once they
Wow.
believe that, everything comes into play and say, we're gonna start this thing, we're gonna date, we're gonna pray, we're gonna do everything we can to make sure that our marriage is strong.
I love it. And I like the part where you brought God in the factor here. Much prayer,
Absolutely.
much power, little prayer, little power, no prayer, no power. And I'm glad to hear you say that because I'm gonna be honest, there are a lot of people out there, and right now, and you could tell me that, and we're gonna get into it into more detail, but a lot of people think that men just want relationships for sex in the dating
Mm-hmm.
world. Is that
Yeah.
true or false? Because you just brought up the God factor.
So the sex thing, of course, men loves intimacy. I think that goes with the territory. We were made that way. We were made to be those creatures. But the respect level, the peace, keeps them there. You can get nowadays you can get sex from anywhere if that's the case. But when you in a marriage, no, it has to be respect. You gotta one of my love languages is affirmation. If I'm your king, reference me as your king. So most women now, please, I can cook my own, I can pay my own bills. So what happens to the point of, okay, King, I submit, and it's submittal. It's not just woman submitting to a man. I submit to my wife. If she gives me the best advice that's going to help us move to the next level, I submit to you to on this agreement because it works better for both of us. What happened to that stuff? We forgot about it. And here
Right.
and here we are.
Right. And I agree with you on that because I was in a marriage for 35 years, great husband, a pastor, and that's what we did. We respected one another, we
Yeah,
loved one another, and we felt that we were a partnership. And
absolutely.
that's what it's all about. You join together as the Bible talks about in Genesis. That was the first thing that God made. But do
Yeah.
you also, let me ask you this, do you
Mhm.
feel that a woman being attractive is the most important thing? Do you think the woman got to look attractive and sexy and all of that? Do you think that's number one?
No, and for me, of course, we have the Big Fella Show, and one of the main things that I always say on our show is it has to be a vibe. If me and you, yeah, it's fine to look good for each other. We look at each other and say, "Man, she's a nice looking lady," or "He's a nice looking man." But when we have a conversation, if the vibe doesn't click, where are we going? I don't want
Right.
to date a person that can't converse with me. I'm a talker. If you can't converse with me, if me and you can't have a sensible conversation, what are we doing? It's gonna be dry, look like paint on the wall. It's like, okay, all right. And I don't want that. I'm a bubbly guy. I love to have fun. I love to get out, go bowling, do things that makes me
Come
smile and
on,
make me laugh.
preach.
And so my biggest thing is making sure that you have an understanding. Like, listen, if me and you are not vibing, I don't want to waste my time with you. I don't want to
Absolutely.
waste my time. And I've done that to
Absolutely.
several people. Ma'am, listen, no offense to you. You might be a great woman for someone, but you're not that person for me.
Absolutely. It's all about the conversation because I was telling somebody on one of the shows, it stimulate me. A gentleman got to stimulate me mentally before I really even want to delve into all of the romance. I got to
Yeah.
feel like you know what page I'm on.
Right. And you know what? And I say that all the time. I said if everybody think that the sexual part of it is that, I said if you mentally stimulate a person, everything else will fall in place. I'm never approach a woman on a sexual mentality saying I'm gonna get you and all that. No, I'm gonna stimulate your mind first. Everything else will come. That means me and you can have a sensible conversation. And when everything else happened, it happened mutually and me and you on the same page. I said, that vibe is amazing. Okay, I'm ready for that next step
That's
because
right.
you're mentally stimulated in each other. And I'm fine with that. I love that.
That's right. That chemistry hits at that time.
Absolutely.
But what about this? In the
Mhm.
dating world now, it's a lot different, of course.
Mhm.
When we grew up, and of course, I'm older than you are. But the bottom line is, it used to be a time where people were serious more about dating and being exclusive. But in this
Right.
day's society, I mean, what's up with this? Do you believe in the one at a time, or you think you ought to date three or four at a time to find the best thing. In fact, men kind of get away with it more so than women, but I'm finding a lot of women now doing the 2 or 3 at a time. What's your thoughts on that?
It's both parties. If a woman, I am single, so if a woman does come up to me and say, "Do you date?" Yes, I date. I do date. Now, until I find someone that piques my interest to say, you know what, I want to solely be exclusive with you. Until I get to that point, then I would. But as of right now, no, I'm not gonna sit and just wait on someone to catch a vibe with me when the vibe is not there. So no, it's someone out there that actually wants my attention and want me to talk to them in that way. And then someone else might be like, I'll just see you when I see you. Well, baby, I'm not gonna wait on you to finally get to a point of wanting to talk to me when there's somebody else that desires my time. So I tell anybody, if you don't feel like the vibe is there, me and you are having a conversation and it's cold, but this person is bubbly and want to spend that time with me, why am I wasting my time with you?
Come on. You said more than a mindful. I'm going to have some tea on.
You want some tea? Oh, I like my tea. Hey, tea.
Have your tea, Big L. But listen, being part of the Salt and Pepper Gang now, y'all got a lot of women followers. I know y'all got hundreds of thousands, about to hit 1 million. But how do y'all manage staying professional with all these women showing up?
Let me speak on several of the guys that are in committed relationships. People think because we're getting that they're out there too. Man, we got so many guys that are so devoted to their women. And,
Awesome.
and it's not fair that we all get judged by the singles. If anybody see me, and I'm telling you this, I'm telling the world this. If anybody see me in a club, watch my action. I don't go pulling arms. I don't talk to women. I sit in the club. If we go to VIP, I get me a glass of wine and I sit to myself. People say that, oh, why do you do that? I was like, listen, I played in the pros for 7 years. I've already been through that world. So now if we're devoting our time to the community, I want to be a great asset. I want to be able to be an impact. And people say, no, he really does carry himself like that all the time. So no, I'm not going to be without different women. And you're going to see, do I date? Yes, but I'm not going to be with 50 different people. So they look at me differently. I want to be a pillar of the community saying, if you do see him out, he's a class act no matter what. And that's just me.
So let me ask you this though, 610. And I love that 610. I like the car. I remember seeing you in Orlando, and when you walked up, I said, "Look at him! He's about as tall as the whole building out at the Rosen Center." But when you think about your organization and what you represent in the organization, what should women really know about all of you cool kings about the business? Because y'all got women falling out for y'all. I'm just telling you.
Know what? And I really wish, and not just the women, I wish the men would understand this. We're not
y'all got some hater men now. I'm telling you that too. They jealous.
We got one today. I thought the guy wanted to fight. I said, you must got little man syndrome. But at the but at the end of the day, we have to tell women, is that all y'all do is be a thirst trap? And it's like, whoa. Have y'all even been to our page? Have they been to the page where we out doing Martin Luther King parades and going to senior citizens home and elementary, high school, middle school? We went to Morehouse a couple years ago. My thing is we are giving back to the community and people are not even acknowledging the positive things that we're doing. They're only looking at us walking in the club because we're 40 plus to 50-year-old men and they think, oh, you just trying to get women. I say, yeah, look at the page. The official Salt and Pepper Gang page tells you everything you want to know. We're in the community. We're trying to be pillars in the community to help these young men be better men. Half of the men can't even tie a tie. So here we are explaining no, we're going to do this together. Everybody grab a tie and I'll give them the basic way of doing it, or I'll tie it for them. I say, now you show me. Or can you change a tie? Can you pull your pants up? Why do you have to go in an interview with your pants on your butt?
Come on. Ooh, Jesus.
Come on now. So we talk to them and say, you can't come to my interview and want to get a job for, I don't care if it's 30,000 to 150,000. You can't walk into a job interview with your pants on your butt. So either you go carry yourself like you want to get a job, or you're working at a lower end, you just cutting grass and saying, why can't I get a better? No, because you want better yourself. You got to better yourself. That's it.
Well, see, and that's what I love about what you all are doing. I had the opportunity of meeting you all. I had studied your page and all of that. And I think, again, Evangelist Deborah Bars for allowing me to have the opportunity to meet you all. And then when I interviewed Mr. Rico and he talked about all the things you are doing, I'm just letting our viewers know that the bottom line is you all about helping others and building up young men and all that kind of stuff. And the thirsty women thing, they need to begin to understand what your purpose really is all about. Now, I understand that you are single. I know some of the Salt and Pepper gang, they have their own significant others or whatever. And I think a few are married. But I understand that you've experienced divorce in your own life, okay? And I want to talk to you about what you think keeping it 100, what contributed to your divorce. But I want you to hold up and sip some tea first. Sip that tea and let me recognize my sponsors, because people on the edge of their seat, they want to hear this. So let me recognize a few more of my sponsors. I'm sipping the tea now. Get you enough over there.
I'm finna get me a little tea. I just hid it under the table now.
All right now.
I see you. People?
I see you, Doc. But anyway, I want to honor my sponsors, Mr. James Morris. Man, I tell you, he has a company called First Choice Cleaning. They do commercial cleaning in your offices and all that. So you need to call him. Tell him Dr. Powell sent you. 407-358-7323 or 321-479-7193. Thanks again to Theo Manuel, Representative Dick Batchelor, L. Bethel Temple, Pastor David Thomas, Reverend Linda Chisholm, Deborah Phillips, a business friend, Mr. Ivan Earl, my business partner, Courtney Projects, Commercial Home, Mr. Todd Hewitt. They got beautiful rooms for those that are disabled. Give him a call, 407-286-4824, located at 432 North Normandale Avenue in Orlando. Beautiful rooms. They can take care of personal needs. And my friend, if you have had collision on your car, you need to call Robinson Paint and Body Shop, Mr. Robinson. Tell him Dr. Powell sent you. 2201 West Church Street, Orlando, Florida, Mr. Robinson. Thank you, Mr. Van King. Thank you, Mr. Arthur Barkley, Dr. Tahi Burke, and get your clothes cleaned at Royal Touch Cleaners. That's right. They're out in the Millennia area, 4525 Conroy Road. Tell them Dr. Powell sent you. And last but not least, we got Bubbaloo's Bodacious Barbecue. Down and dirty barbecue with a touch of class. I tell you, don't meet me there. Beat me there. They're 1049 East Altamont Drive in Altamont Springs. Tell Mr. Wester, Dr. Pam Powell sent you. Now me, I'm available for life coaching. Okay, I'm a preacher. I'm a motivational speaker. I've worked with Les Brown on stage. I do financial literacy. I teach people about building wealth. I do workshops. I'm the love doctor, the hope doctor, and all them doctors. I also have 2 books. I had a true love story for 35 years. How to make a true love story that never ends. You want a copy? Go to my website, www.pampowell.org. Make a donation of $19.95. We'll send you the book. And 7 Principles of Overcoming Obstacles. I've had a bunch of obstacles in my life. That's right. I'm a 3-time breast cancer survivor. You know what I'm saying? And God, look at me. Look at me. God has done all that for me. I've been a widow. Come on. I've been divorced before. Many years ago, and I'm recently divorced. That's right. So the bottom line, I'm pressing my way through. So I want you to know that if you want to know how to get through, I got the book, 7 Principles for Overcoming Obstacles. Give me a call to book me, 407-376-9655. But I gotta get back to number 1. That's right, my special guest. I'm telling you, I love his personality. None other than Big L610 in the house, Mr. Larry Thompson of the Salt and Pepper Gang. So tell me, be 100 with me. What contributed to your divorce?
Um, the first one I was young. I was 24. She was 31. The crazy part about it, we met in church, and man, I thought I did all the right things. I adopted her children. I think I did all the right things as a man, as a young man.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, I just think we weren't equally yoked, if
Ooh,
that's the best word for it.
that is
Uh,
it. And it's in the Bible. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked," and I think that is in Second Corinthians, the
mhm,
sixth chapter, 14th verse.
yeah,
Be ye not unequally yoked,
absolutely.
because that thing does not work. And I know that as a 100% fact. But what factors do you feel are associated with such a higher risk now for divorce? For infidelity, money issues, all those things are on the spectrum. What do you feel?
Trust these days, man. Trust. I think, and we always, the women always blame the men on infidelity, but and now it's opposite. It's more women with the infidelity. So the trust issues, I think we're going into these marriages and say, well, I just want to be married. And it's like, yeah, but is that the person you want to be married to? If you seen the red flags from the word go, and you seen them before you got married, and you seen them after you got married, you think they're gonna go away? They ain't going away. They won't go up. So my biggest thing is people get the red flags, but they want to be married. Don't use that word as a title to say you are. Because at the end of the day, you're miserable. You're after a year, 2 years, you're ready to get up out of that thing. So
Right.
my thing is, if you know what equally yoked is, I promise you, everything is smooth. The intimacy is fantastic. The conversation. I want to marry. If I do marry again, my best friend. I will never go into another marriage, and I've been married twice. So
Wow.
I would never go into a situation without marrying my best friend. My best friend has to be a person that, even when it hurts, tell me, or I gotta tell you because you the person that I need to talk to. I don't have a lot of friends. I probably got one, maybe two best friends, really one, and he know who he is. But at the end of the day, I don't have a big circle. I do
Right.
that on purpose. But my biggest thing is, where are we? If I can't marry my best friend, I'm not doing it again. I'd rather wait
Absolutely.
and if I'm not equally yoked, if me and my vibe is not with yours, and we can't pray on it, well, I've never prayed. Well, baby, listen, let me go ahead and tell you now, uh, this ain't gonna work because me, I'm gonna take you to church. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find out where your
That's
heart
right.
is,
You're going to
and
take
if
it to
you
church.
do, oh, but because it's gonna be some time. I feel some tension. Let me pray for you, baby, because something ain't right.
Right.
But if I can't get that reciprocated, no, we not in
It's
that,
not
baby.
going to work. And
Yeah.
I think even when I look at the greatest marriage, we call it a true love story that never ended. But
Mhm.
uh, 35 years of having someone who had faith in God, and we could pray together. He completed my sentences. You just kind of know that
That
thing
that
gel.
right there,
But
yeah.
yeah, but what do you think that most women want in relationships? Because we're going to talk about what men want and what women want, but I want you to explain that. What do you think? You just explained what men want or what you want. What do
Mhm.
you think most women want?
You know what? And I don't know if people ever. I'm saying this on not on my platform, but yours as well. And I want you to understand that I play stories every day on my page because I want women to feel uplifted. I want men to feel
Come
uplifted. But
on.
I want y'all to understand. Stop taking stuff for a grain of salt. If you know
Okay.
that person don't respect you, can't give you that time, won't take you on a date, won't recognize you as their own. Why? Some people don't need to let I don't need to let you know that that's your mind. I know your mind. I show you your mind. But my thing is, if it's unconditional, man, listen, the respect thing, the loyalty, it has to be there. I'm a peace guy. Anybody that knows me on my platform know my favorite word is peace. If I can't come home to a peaceful home, to you, I'm not your man. It's that easy. I just want to be the guy that just kind of, you know what? I want to live life to the fullest, but I want to live it with you unconditionally to where you understand that this man only wants to travel. He want peace. He want to have his glass of wine. He want to praise God to the fullest, and he know he family oriented. If y'all can do that for me, I'm so simple. Because I can cook. I can cook it. I can cook. I cook it. I cook my
Come
own.
on, sis, yeah, you cook,
I
right?
pay the bills. I do all that. But you're not gonna come at me and say, "Well, that's just how I was raised." Well, baby, that's not how I was raised.
Right.
So I'm not gonna. I don't argue. I don't do drama. I don't be on. I'm not insecure. I don't have a reason to be insecure. For people who know me, I don't have a reason to be insecure. So my
Right.
thing is, why should I worry about your outside world? If I find out, then you just wasn't my person. Because my person gonna be unconditionally devoted, loyal, and give me peace and respect.
Right.
That's what
And
all
and
men
and
want.
and, and that and
And
I
women want
believe
the
that
same.
has to be a mutual thing as well.
Sure.
Because I think too, in fact, I know it, I experienced it because there's a saying that says experience is the
Right.
master teacher.
Yeah.
His ways are hard and rough.
Come on.
Wisdom stands back and watches the procession. It
Mm-hmm.
says, when will the experience be enough?
Come on.
And I remember being in church a few Sundays ago as I served on the ministerial staff. My senior pastor started talking about what a woman really need to have in a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're talking about marriage and you look at the beginning of time from Adam and Eve, he said there were basically four things. And it was a man that had provision, a man that had a place, he has to have possessions, and he has to be a partner. Now, Pam Powell has added her little part to it. Praise mean he have to be a man after God's heart. Yeah. Now, he got to kind of be good looking. So I don't know what
you picky, huh? Oh, okay. I see you picky.
Okay. Hey, he got to have a little bit, but he got to have purpose. And you know, one thing my husband wrote in the book, he had written a Valentine's card for me the year before. He died 2 days before Valentine's Day.
Wow.
And I didn't have nothing. I was like, it's Valentine's Day. He dies 2 days before. I went back and read his old card, and I got a copy of it in the book. And he said, I live for you. I love you. I adore you. And so gotta have a beard. They gotta have those characteristics, because a Bible, you know, a man that is not stable, they say double-minded in all his ways, you can't trust that person if somebody's deceitful, just like women. I mean, women run around just like men do, but it's all about being faithful, and it's all about being true. And all I got to say, my next partner,
come on now.
Another Boaz, not a Noaz. You got any comments on that?
Claim it.
You gonna sip some tea on that?
You see what I grabbed as soon as you said it. Come on now.
Boaz, not a Noaz. All right. But the Bible says too in 1 Timothy 5:8 that if any does not provide for his own, and especially those of his own household, he's denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Now, I realize women work now and everybody comes together. My husband and I had a business together. We did things together. But a man can't come to a woman with no car or, you know, not making no money and want the woman to treat him like, you know, he's a little child. He got to be a man like you, right?
Listen, and here's one of my biggest things, and I when people say this, I'm just like, no, that's not true. You know, people say, no, you got to bring 100. So what if I ain't got 100? What if I got 20? Do you have the 80 at the time? What if I'm 60 and you 40? What if I'm 90 and you 10? You got to bring something to the table. You can't tell me to bring you all 100. You got nothing. And you bringing nothing to the table. Well, I got sex. I don't care about that, baby. I didn't care about that before I met you. So that's what people fail to realize is these days, that's nothing. So what are you bringing to the table? Well, I don't care. That's my biggest thing.
Well, if you remember the story of Adam and Eve, Eve came about to be his helpmeet. And the helpmeet was to help meet the needs. And with me and my husband, I was helping him to get to the next level, pushing him. But the problem comes in is when you pushing somebody and they lying that they're gonna do something, not gonna do nothing. And
Okay.
and so to have a business together, I mean, we earned 6 figures a year and traveled the world together, but we were pushing each other, because that's when you go back to the word unequally yoked. It's like two oxes pulling against each other, got different strength, makes it
Yeah.
difficult to work, incompatibility. And and some relationships, one partner is jealous of the other one. So how in the world you're going to have a great relationship with one partner jealous of the other partner?
Now watch this. You just said something earlier. You said in the Bible. You
Come
said
on.
the rib.
Come on, Reverend.
Is the rib in your back or your side?
Okay.
Watch this, because this is what people now. Because people tell me, because people, you hear this all the time. The behind a great man is the greatest woman,
Woo,
right?
Jesus. Preach.
No, that's not good. That's not, because she wasn't behind your rib. If you were coming from the rib that's on your side, that means she on your side. Help meet my needs. She
Come
didn't say
on.
push me to my knees. Help. That's on side of me. That means we grinding this thing out together. Don't sit up
Absolutely.
there and tell me I need to be pushed, but yeah, we go push each other this way, not this way.
That's right.
I need to help meet. I need you to help me meet the needs, but I'm gonna help you meet yours too.
Absolutely.
So no, whoever say that, behind every great man, behind. No,
They
behind. Get
right
that out of your
beside each
vocabulary.
other.
We right beside each other, because that's a rib. The rib is on your side, not
Come
behind.
on. Come on. You preaching, Doc. It's power. People used to say my husband and I for 35 years was like a power couple, but
Yeah,
like Superman and Superwoman, because we was flying together.
yeah. There you go.
And that's how you have to do that. But let's get to this last two questions.
Come on.
They got I was reading a book about the 5 basic needs of a woman and a man in relationships or in marriage. And
Okay.
they said the 5 needs for a man: sexual fulfillment. They want a good looking woman. They want a woman that admire them. They want appreciation. They want domestic support from their wife and recreational companionship. And some people put them in order of what they want the most. If we talked about 6'10" big L, what order would you put yours in on the 1 to 5 scale? Because some women want to know.
And the number one thing is, can you pray for me when I'm down?
Okay.
Number one, that's top. It goes without saying. Number 2, family. I'm a girl dad. So everybody know about me, talk about, and they know I brag on my girls 1000%. If you're not a family oriented person, you can hang it up with me. Peace. Everybody know about my peace word. If I come home from a hard day's work and I walk in that door and I don't get peace, I'm sorry. The loyalty, you got to be loyal. I shouldn't have to worry about, if you go out with girlfriends, that I have to worry about what you're doing when you
You
get
cheating,
yeah, come on now.
looking at crazy
Okay.
stuff on Instagram. Man,
You say this, you said this earlier. If I'm this good looking guy and everybody wants me 1000%, why do you think there's somebody out there better than what she got at home?
come on now.
I'm
You
just
said
saying,
that.
that's real talk. And so don't come at me and tell me that there's something else better out there when you got a 6'10", 285-pound man at home, and you out there thinking well,
I
he a
need
little
some
bit, he
tea.
was 286. Like no. How many men is gonna come to the man that you chose? If you chose me, I'm coming home to you. So that's number 3 right there. Peace. And of course, the loyalty and honesty got to be there. Y'all know that. There's nothing behind that world other than that prayer and my family and the peace and loyalty and honesty. Everything comes behind it. Now, at the end of the day, when we say equally yoked, that's my biggest thing. If me and you have to argue about who does the dishes, who cares? I'm not a petty guy. I'll cook and wash dishes, but you're not
Wow,
gonna.
that's awesome.
Once
Sharing
once
that partnership.
oh, well, once we cross that door to that bedroom, the Bible says it's undefiled. So you can't tell me that you was tired. You didn't wash or cook. So don't tell me that once we get in there, you still tired. No. We good. We good.
I love Lord have mercy. You just you took over the Pam Powell show. But the women in the book, in the survey, they found that the women are 5 most basic needs in marriage or relationship: affection, conversation, because women like to talk. Sometimes men don't want to hear it. Honesty and openness, financial support, and they want that family commitment. Now, I'm in agreement with all those and above. Mine is just that he got to look good to go with it, because branding is important to me. And I got to feel that that person has enough self-esteem that they would not feel that they're inadequate or whatever to be able to work along with me in my purpose, because I want to work along with them in their purpose. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree. But you did say 5. So if we go on a stat line, I'm giving you my top 5, but at the end of the day, it's way more than that. You got to be able to decipher between all these and say, no, 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 no. You're not gonna just walk into my life and bring nothing. Well, I'm pretty, so that don't, baby.
Yeah, pretty don't mean
again,
nothing.
that don't mean nothing these days. No, because
No,
women
I
think,
mean, it's
well, he
pretty
gonna pay
women
for it.
everywhere. And if you
Somebody will
don't
pay
look
for
pretty,
it.
you can pay to be pretty.
Come on now, because that's what a lot of people are doing these days. But at the end of the day, no, I want substance. I want to
Absolutely.
walk to that thing, and I'm just like, you know what? Hey, I came home, and I'm gonna cook tonight, but you poured out the meat. You got the ground beef and everything. We good? Everything on. So I want to have the piece of. Why do I have to tell you to pull out the meat when you know what we're eating when I get home? I'm gonna cook
Right.
it, but meet me there. Don't listen. If you can't finish my sentence, baby, what are we doing?
Right.
Finish my sentence. Be my rock when I'm hurting.
Come
You know
on.
when I'm hurting. If you
Come
say you my
on.
significant other,
The
why,
rock.
why, why should I have to tell you that I'm feeling something? You should already know, baby.
You should
Because that's
already know.
what equally yoked is. Something ain't right, baby. You good? But hold on.
Amen. And
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead.
Now, no, the last thing I was going to ask, and then
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have you talk about some of the things you're doing that they can reach out to you.
Sure.
But the last big question, a lot of people want me to ask you
Mm-hmm.
about the single life. Would you
Mm-hmm.
rather be married again? Uh, or would you rather just enjoy your life staying single based on your experience? Because a
And
lot inquiring minds want to know.
here is my honest answer. At one time, once I got divorced because I gave so much in that second marriage, I did give up on marriage. I
Okay.
did. But here's the thing.
Wow.
I loved coming home to that one woman. I love being devoted to. So no, I have not given up on marriage. I want to come, but all the things that I just said, the peace, the loyalty, everybody know I play sports. You gotta love sports. You gotta do all the things that I'm asking you to do. And if we're not equally yoked, I'm not wasting my time. Whether it's dating, whether it's marriage, whatever it is, I love marriage. I love the fact that I can say that she's mine, and I can say it proudly. And then, or she can read my mind and come in with something looking real, sexy, like I know you had a tough day, but she knows what I'm thinking before I even think it.
Yeah, because your
And
mind, y'all in
that's it.
sync. Y'all got that
That's it,
chemistry.
man. Listen, well, one of the pastors I put on my stories today said, "This is the year that God is going to answer some prayers that you didn't even
Amen.
know that was going to be there." He said, "Well, how do you know what my prayer was?" I said, "That's God. He's already saying, I'm the one who I made you. I did this, so
Come
I
on.
already know." He said, if I'm going to open this door for you, then here you are. Now I'm going to give you something that I know you're going to enjoy because you went through
Amen.
the fight and you still believed in me through this fight and this struggle. Now here we are now. Now I'm going to give you what I feel. And it's not about me making a choice, it's what I deserve. So,
Well, hey, I think that's absolutely awesome. And you mentioned something as I prepare to close the show. I'm going to have you give your final word in your own way, and I'll give mine. But I just want to remind everyone that when you're dating, like Big L says, look for them red flags. And
yeah,
if you see them when you're dating, don't, ignore them,
yeah.
because I think that was my biggest mistake in my last marriage. that I
You knew 'em.
ignored the red flags,
Yeah, you
the
seen them.
silent treatment, the pout like a child. But I also, now you could tell me on this, equally yoked. Some people use numbers on it. Like if you're a 10, do you feel that that woman has to be a 10?
No.
Equally yoked. People got different conversations on that, but I was told if you're a 10 and you're dealing with a 4, that person is unequally yoked with you, and they're not gonna be able to come to your level. They might have the looks, or they might do the dinner and all of that, but as time goes on, they're not gonna be coming up to your level. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I don't agree.
Okay.
Because if I come in with that 10, I still got voids that need to be filled.
Okay.
I'm not perfect, because if that's the case, then Jesus, there's only one person that ever came into this earth that was perfect, and that
Right.
was Jesus, God. So nobody's gonna tell me that I'm perfect, because I'm lacking something
Right.
that I
None
need
of us are
someone to
perfect.
fill. I need someone to fill that void. So no, whatever I'm lacking, that person that equally yoked is supposed to, babe, I know, man, I'm supposed to finish my sentence, finish my thoughts, finish my heart, finish my hurt, finish my pain, finish my finances if I'm lacking. Finish my things that I'm lacking, and you fill the void. That's what equally yoked is. Whatever I'm lacking or whatever you're lacking, I'm gonna fulfill and make us both
Right.
whole.
When that
Period.
man comes in that door, he needs to know when his woman is not feeling good, or when his
Absolutely.
woman looks like she's had a rough day.
Yeah.
And he needs to come and not say, well, I need you in the kitchen and you need to be cooking
No,
and all
baby.
of this, not thinking about all the business things that person
Yeah.
has done when you
Yeah.
could get in there and cook together. Do you agree with that?
I'm a gentle giant. So you have to understand, I'm a hopeless romantic. For those who do know me,
He's a
um,
hopeless romantic. Oh
I'm a
my
hopeless
God.
romantic. Oh, if I feel that from the phone, from just a phone call, because I'm one of those guys. I'm gonna check on you. Hey, how was your day?
Awesome.
So you might, if you tell him you had a stressful day and you come in here, it's gonna be rose petal.
Oh
The trunk's gonna
Lord.
be ran. The
Oh
wine's gonna be
God.
music. I have a fountain in my home, so the fountain's gonna be ran already.
Ooh.
So I got all the stuff that
So
I
Big
think.
L 610, you about to
Yeah,
have me falling on the floor. The ladies, they're gonna be dialing up. How do we get in contact with Big L, Dr. P?
right. But no, I just pay attention. Here's what most men, I'm telling y'all this, and I'm telling my audience this. Men, pay attention to your lady. Pay
Come
attention. She
on.
telling you everything. All the things that you think you just know about your lady, you don't know everything.
I don't know
Because if
everything.
if she says nothing, or stay quiet, something is wrong. That means you should have already knew what she was thinking before she came in there. So right off the bat, man, I say pay attention to your lady. Always know if she's hurting, she's in pain, have it done already. She shouldn't have to come home to an uncooked meal. Her clothes shouldn't be
Come
washed or
on.
folded.
Ooh, Lord.
Everything should already be done.
That's a
So I'm a little
purple
bit,
flag.
yeah, absolutely. So that,
Domesticate the lady and make her feel like she's rock bottom rather
yeah,
than being a team. It's all about the
that's
team, because
my
one thing
mother.
I know about the team, teamwork make the
Yeah,
dream work. And
absolutely.
there's no I in team. Together, each achieves more. So tell
Absolutely.
them how to reach you, and we're going to close the show.
All right. So on
And what
IG,
things that you have that you would, being a host and all of that, if somebody
absolutely.
wants to book you, how do they get in contact?
All right, so booking Big L, it's always, I put it on all my reels, all my pictures, anything like that. So booking Big L, and then my manager will get that, and she'll call you right back. Leave your contact information. 610_big_L on IG. Larry Thompson on Facebook. Larry Thompson 808 on TikTok. Of course, the official Salt and Pepper Gang. Of course, the Big Fella Show. Y'all come check out the Big Fella Show. We finna start jumping to different venues. We finna come to a city or town near you, with however y'all want to book us. And then, of course, I host events. I'll be in Vegas in March hosting the Tubi Awards there,
Oh,
which I just hosted
wow.
the one here in
Awesome.
Houston. I host major events, from galas to events. It's so much. It's so much going on, man. We're actually going to be on the cruise. Some Prep Gang cruise is coming up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
huge.
trying to get booked myself, so I'm
Absolutely.
waiting
Come
to
on.
get
Come
my
on.
schedule. I'm
We're
ready.
gonna do some praise and worship in one of these rooms up there. You know,
Yeah, see,
hey.
I can handle that. I
So
can handle it.
so again, you know, the big fella show is coming up in February. Make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna go live with that as well. Salt and Pepper Gang got so many things coming up. Man, do not miss out what's coming. I'll always keep everyone posted from flyers to you name it. We're gonna be there. So you want to ask me this question before I close out, or you want me to close it out? You know how
Well,
I ain't mean to
you
steal your
brought
show.
so
I'm
much
sorry.
joy. Hey, it's almost time for us to. But
Is it
anyway,
time?
we're gonna do our shades in a minute because we
Okay.
know how we roll. But I want to remind everybody to tune in each week to the
Sure.
Pam Powell Show, Pam Powell International Ministries, and I'm gonna tell you just what it is. I'm gonna keep it 100. We too legit to quit, and I just want people to know that we're all about keeping it real. We're all about making sure we can relate to our audience. And some people will watch shows and they want to criticize certain things. But let me explain something to you.
Talk to him.
Like Big L said, only Jesus was perfect. But another thing, some of us are so heavenly minded that we know earthly good. So maybe you better check yourself. Check why your relationship isn't working. Check why your marriage isn't working. Get in line so that you can be equally yoked, so we can stop these divorces and stop these breakups going on in this country. So I'm gonna give you a word, and then I'm gonna get ready to do my shade thing, Big L.
Come on. All right, you want me to, so listen, at the end of the day, thank you so much for inviting me to your show. I want to take my time to really thank everybody that tuned in. But at the end of the day, listen, the loyalty, y'all got to keep it at home. Y'all got to make sure y'all keep people out your business, social media, keep social media out your home. If y'all have to, if you're a social media person, you support it. I got it. But at the end of the day, man, listen, God is first, and make sure that everybody understands that. Listen, I'll pray anyway. I have no problem praying anyway. But when it comes to my significant, I will find them. Hopefully, I already have. I don't know what God has for
I
me,
don't
but
send
hopefully
it.
He
Just
will.
pray for it.
But yeah, I ain't in no rush. But I'm just, but but at the end of the day, I feel like at the time when I was down, I did miss out on a couple opportunities. But for me, I wasn't satisfied within myself and who God had me at the time. I was going through my tests. So at the end of the day, I feel like now that I am ready on that platform to be the best person that I can be. And I also want to be the best person that God has for me. So
well, thank you.
everybody. Absolutely.
You've been so awesome. I just love your spirit. I love your excitement. I also want to honor Mr. Rico Davis because what he's doing by coming together with gentlemen like yourself to do great things. I do want to make sure that I push him up because it's all about pushing others up. So thank you so much. And so, you know what I tell everybody, remember,
I get to switch my glasses.
Yeah, we got to get ready for the sunglasses. Hold up 1 second. Just remember this. Be a P factor. This is the P factor. And I want you to know, be positive, be passionate, be persistent in your relationship. Be patient, be prayerful, be powerful. You'll be prosperous and you will be purposeful. And we're going to put our sunglasses on and let the world know. Hold up that
drink
number.
Our tea.
Ready? See you at the what? T-O-P. Because you know that's where God wants us to be, sipping on some tea. This has been Pam Powell, the P Factor, and none other than that fine man, Big L from the Salt and Pepper Gang.
Thank you, guys.
None other than 610. We out, Doc. You like it?
Yes, love it. Love it. Love it.